Hi, good morning. Welcome to Chapter 5. Today's the day to go ahead and knock that out if you haven't already done so. Just wanted to go ahead and say a couple things about this. This is about design of goods and services. I need to use my book this morning. And so basically what this is talking about is this idea of product development and quality, and gets added into this piece of the process. So what we've done is with Chapter 1, you've gone ahead and looked at the idea that you can go ahead and change your productivity by adding either more people or labor, or adding more machines or capital assets. Okay, so and you've seen how that happens mathematically, and so you can go ahead, by this time you should be fairly proficient at sorting through that. Then in Chapter 4, we got into this idea of forecasting, and as I mentioned the other day, the forecast is a way to go ahead and either take a look at how you can increase sales, maintain your sales, or if you're in a reactive mode under the miles and snow typology of reaction, how you can go ahead and stop reacting. And the forecast will go ahead and help you forecast your end sales, but as well as the items that you need to go ahead and create the products or services that you need to sell to your end customers. Okay, but designs of goods and services is very important as well. And the interesting piece about this is innovation, and technology and innovation are very important to an organization, because what it does, and you'll see that it goes through the product life cycle. So what happens with the product life cycle is you'll have a product go ahead and develop and become new and innovative, and it'll curve up and then it'll curve down, and then you'll have another one doing the same thing. And so this whole idea of having this continuous curve of product flow is important to maintaining revenue. The drawback to that, of course, is the fact that, number one, you have to have people that you can hire to go ahead and create and innovate technology. The other piece of it is how many computers can any one person have, right? So we have this notion that innovation is really great, but also it creates some waste. And so, and if you look on the page where you see the computers are all stacked up, the computer monitors are all stacked up, and it's towards the end of the chapter, I believe. But anyways, you get the idea there that you have this accumulation of landfill waste. Okay, and it's also an issue with cars as well. I mean, how many more cars can we possibly use? And the innovation, then, of course, is really good if we can go ahead and make things last longer and perform better. And so that's generally the whole idea. And we'll start to see things that affect innovation and new goods, development of goods and services, focusing on quality in this chapter as well. And then we'll go ahead and jump into quality in the next chapter. So overall, though, you see the life cycle is the introductory phase, the growth phase, the maturity phase, and the decline phase. And so as something is phasing out, like the original iPod, for instance, you want to go ahead and be building a newer, better, more speedier and capable iPod, which we've seen that. So we have all these different generations. Okay, so I don't want to beat that topic to death. You definitely want to look at example 1, constructing a house of quality. It's kind of a fun way to take a look at it. The overlays are really cool. And so you'll want to also go ahead and start looking at organizing for product development. That's an interesting piece too, because later on we'll start looking at development of processes. And so, and then how do you get value out of engineering, right? So what is it that requires us to go, what changes can we make in the products that we have that can make our product more valuable? How do we add value and cut costs at the same time? So read the chapter carefully if you haven't already jetted on into the next few chapters, and go ahead and work those problems. And another issue that somebody addressed to me is, do I have to work all the problems by hand? The answer is no. You can always go into your student resources and download Excel OM. For Chapter 1, I don't recommend that because I found some issues with that, but they seem to work well after Chapter 1. You just have to go ahead and adapt to it and figure out how to use it, which can be kind of tricky and kind of hard to explain from this end, actually. Anyways, so that's it. Today's Thursday, and enjoy your day, and good luck with Chapter 5, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks, bye.